Cyanotype photography is a cameraless photographic technique that uses objects placed on coated papers and then exposed to UV light. So what we do is we're creating silhouettes onto the paper, and what you're left with is this deep blue cyan print of your objects. Historically, people have used botanicals, small objects, but you can also reproduce photographs from negatives to produce prints in this format. The technique has a wide scope for experimentation and play, and using different papers to print on, incorporating drawings, layering, multiple exposures, using texture and toning with various substances. So health and safety when printing with cyanotype photography. So cyanotype is one of the safest photographic printing methods, but we still need to adhere to basic safety measures. So neither of the chemicals used in the process pose a serious risk to health unless you are one of the very few who may have an allergic reaction to the chemistry. So what we need to do is we need to wear protective clothing to protect our clothes and gloves when handling the chemistry. And the chemistry is no more dangerous than household cleaning products. But basic common sense needs to be adhered to when handling it. So what is the chemistry that we're using to make cyanotypes? So we have part A, which is ferric ammonium citrate, and then we have part B, which is potassium ferricyanide. Now, to activate the chemistry, what we need to do is we need to mix equal parts A and B together. So we need basic common sense for health and safety when we're mixing this chemistry together. So what we need to do is wear protective clothing, so protective apron or old clothing, because you don't want it to stain your clothes. You need to make sure that you're covering your work surface and to protect it. Not using any utensils that you would use for food. You need to wear gloves when mixing the chemistry and handling the chemistry, and no eating or drinking near where you're working in your workspace. So when you're mixing up the powders, to begin with, don't inhale the powder chemistry or put it near your eyes. And when mixing the chemistry, you need to work in a well-ventilated area, making sure you're wearing gloves and goggles for eye protection. So disposal of the chemistry can be done by just diluting it with an excessive amount of water. I'd like to introduce you to two pivotal people in the cyanotype history. First off, we have Sir John Herschel. Now, Sir John Herschel was a mathematician, an astronomer, a chemist, inventor, but he was also this experimental photographer. And he's known for his contribution to photography and its history within the UK, in Great Britain back then. So he was the first person to apply the well-known term positive and negative to photographic images. And what he did was he imprinted them onto glass using sensitive film. So in 1842 was when he discovered this cyanotype process, and it was him that gave its name. So cyan meaning blue and type meaning of a type. So this process was used to reproduce technical drawings. So this is where the term blueprint comes from. It comes from this invention of cyanotype photography. The second person I'd like to introduce you to is Anna Atkins. Now, Anna Atkins, born in 1799 and died in 1871. Now, Anna Atkins was friends with Sir John Herschel, and a year after cyanotype's invention, Anna started making cyanotypes. And later, in 1843, she went on to self-publish the first known photo book of cyanotypes of algae specimens. The Royal Society in London still holds a complete copy of the book, as it was intended by Anna. And also Anna's parents were friends with William Henry Fox Talbot. Now he was another British pioneer within the photographic world.